My mind is insane. The way that I think of a million things at once, it drives me nuts. I said I wouldn't buy any more yarn this year, which I don't even know why I would say that. But I bought more yarn. This one, this pink color, this is how it came, you know. Sometimes they don't have the little thingies wrapped around them. It's kind of annoying, but it was the only one they had. I haven't had this color in a while. I've been meaning to get it. This is just the, color is this? Seed Pearl. I got some Burnett Blanket in Whipped Cream. I got Burnett Blanket in Red Rust and Country Blue. It's just annoying because I felt like when I was feeling these in the store that they were the softer ones, because I was feeling like, I don't know if you know, but like if you use Burnett Blanket, some of them are really soft and some of them are not. And I feel like most people who don't like Burnett Blanket is because of the like rough skeins of it. So these ones feel a little, I don't know, they're not as rough, but they're definitely not as soft as they could be. But thought they were pretty colors. Some Home Chenille in Boysenberry. Some Sweet Snuggles Light in doesn't have a color. It's really weird. It says color and then it has nothing. Okay, so it's up here in the corner. This is Silver. Sweet Snuggles Light in Bluebird. Coral. Some Burnett in Tan Pink, which is weird to me because this does not look like a tan pink. There was actually one that was lighter there that looked more like a tan pink, but hey, to each their. I really love this color. I've never had this color before. This is just dark teal. This one's also really pretty. I don't know if I've had this one before. What's the name of it? Misty Green. I don't know. Then we have Chanel Home Slim in Fog. Just Burnett Blanket in black. Was light in Grape Dots. The two that I've never used before. These little fluffy yarns. I don't really know how you're supposed to use these. I've tried to use some other like similar yarn from Premier and stuff that's like gives that fluffy texture, but it's basically just like a string with fuzzies on it. And people will use them for like their plushies, so I'm just not really like am I supposed to like double strand it, you know, where I like use either 4-weight yarn or like I don't even know. I don't know, but I just thought these colors would be cute together. It's like a fluffy turtle or something. So I'm gonna figure that out. Is it with my total coming out to $145.80, which I used a $10 voucher that I had, and this weekend they're actually having a 20% off sale of regular price stuff and sale stuff. It's normally just regular price items, like they always have a 20% off sale. Now I don't think any of this was on sale, so it doesn't really matter. I was gonna get this anyway, but I used that. So 20% off, $10 voucher. It saved me $46.57 for a total of $145.80. So if you shop at Michael's and you don't have like the rewards and you don't use the coupons and all that kind of stuff, like that's a lot of money. Like if I would have just walked up in there and just bought the stuff, didn't know anything about coupons, didn't have the rewards, like I would have spent an extra almost $50. That's insane. Anyhow, I took a lot of videos throughout the week of just like random stuff of me like working on and completing and whatnot. Like when I go to edit, it's gonna be insane. I'm gonna have so many random clips from random stuff. So I have no idea like what clips are gonna be in there and stuff, but I will insert them as I talk about things. And yeah, you know, this is just me. This is just who I am, disorganized, dysfunctional, and a lot of my stuff actually isn't even finished, and we'll talk about that later, but let's just get into it. So this is what I crocheted in a week, this week. I think I showed these in my last video. So I have these, they don't have eyes yet because I have to make some felt eyes. I don't think I had this one done yet. So I have a red one. I'm gonna make the rainbow a few times. I also have this green one. It just doesn't have any stuffing in it yet. 4 octos, okay? Okay, so 1 chicken. I made this while out and about at like a friend's house, and it was just, you know, it's something that I know by heart, so I just made one, and I plan to make a lot more, of course. I actually wrote out a full like spreadsheet of what I want to make, how many of those I want to make, and what my like goal is money wise, inventory wise. And it's not exactly realistic, but like that's just, again, I've mentioned before, it's just what I do. So yeah, I can talk more about that in another video if anybody cares to see my breakdown of stuff. I decided that I wanted to just create some stuff that's on that list, like pick stuff here and there. There's some days where I'm like, okay, I want to make a bunch of chickens, and one day I want to just make like one big something. So I just kind of like pick from that list, and then I add to it because I see other patterns and stuff. So ultimately I have a goal when it comes to inventory, like money wise, of how much I want to bring to my first market to start off the holiday season, and however I get there, I get there. I've made multiple, let's see, three. This blends in with my shirt. Tofu turtles, again with no eyes. I wanted to do something different and use the Burnette and just kind of like do like funky colors and stuff. I don't really know what I'm gonna do going forward. I probably will still do that just because I don't know, I want things to just kind of pop and be a little bit different. Before I wanted it to be like very aesthetically pleasing, like the rainbow, and I still kind of want to do those with the octopi, but like I just don't want all of my stuff to look like everybody else who's crocheting with these same patterns, just because I'm not sure if there's going to be multiple people selling their crochet at these markets, especially the really big holiday expo for my area. So yeah, I just want my stuff to kind of like look different even though it's the same pattern. So we'll see. 3 tofu turtles. I'm working on these little bears by Bonnie K Crochet. So I just have its little leggies right now, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna work on right now, and hopefully I can get this done. Hopefully, I want to get a couple of these done today, so I guess we'll see. Two bears. They have ears, nose, well, like their nose spot, but they don't have eyes, and I have to embroider their noses on. You're gonna see a theme here. A lot of my stuff has no eyes. Two little bears. Throwing this in, I made, this is by Raven and Jade, and I made one just because I was out and I wanted to make something easy, and I wanted to see like if I want to use Burnette. I think I am going to use like Sweet Snuggles for these, but again, we'll see. So here's one gnome. I'm gonna make these into ornaments, and I'm gonna have them hanging on a Christmas tree at my all of my holiday markets. I have this cow, again, unfinished, and it's super derpy. I put like these sad eyes just because it's what I had. These sad felt eyes. I think that it'll look better once I have the horns on and like just something else. I don't know. I made this cow really quick, and I do have a video about it, like talking about it, that I will insert into this video. I really need to get over my lack of tight tension or whatever and use a 8mm hook, because I always go to 6, and when I've made her cows before, I've definitely have used 8. I don't know what's happened between then and now, but like I'm just so much more comfortable using like 5.5 and 6, and I need to get a 6.5. I have a couple 6.5s, but I just don't like them. I'm picky. And like the 7 that I have is the one from Clover, but it like, if you have Clover hooks, you probably get it. Like, so, and then I'm the same way with the 8. For some reason, the 8's a little bit more comfortable to me, and I don't know why, because it's the same thing. But like, you see how this is like this shiny metal, and then this one is like it's like plastic, and like the bigger sizes go to like plastic, and I just feel like it feels weird. I just like this, so I need this in this, you know. But now I'm having a mini cow. It's not mini, but it's a lot smaller than I wanted it to be. I used a smaller hook size, and I feel very, I've said this multiple times, but I don't like using like smaller hooks for patterns that take a long time. Like, I don't want them to look smaller, because at the end of the day, like, no matter what hook size I use, it's gonna take me just as like just as long. So I used a smaller hook size. It took me just as long as it would if it was bigger, but it comes out smaller. Therefore, it's like you sell it for less, in my eyes. It just makes more sense. So I don't like doing that. My smaller items, I like them to be like fairly quick, and I like those to be like really quick to do. And also, if I use bigger yarn, I can make them bigger. But like the more complex stuff, I don't like to make small. Does that make sense? This pattern, it is so easy, and they're just so fun and cute. So I have these fish. Focus. It's just so cute. So I have just like multiple ones in different colors. I think I might keep the whole felt eye thing just because I don't know. I think I'm gonna have these. I don't know what I'm gonna sell these for, but I want them to be like one of like the smaller priced items. I keep looking at my freaking mirror. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I need to look right here at you guys. Okay. So I have these colors here, and then I have this one, doesn't have eyes. Oh, and I was talking about like price wise. I want them to be like one of the cheaper items, so I don't know if they're gonna be like $8 or what. I don't really know. I'll figure it out. There's 2 here. This one has eyes, obviously. This one does not. And then I have this one, which is like my little punk rocker fish. 6 fishies, and I plan to make many more. Lolly Lamb. So I got her some eyes on, I got her a little nose, and I love her. I think she's so cute. She was definitely fun to make. It wasn't like a super quick make, but I do kind of want to make more, and maybe I'll use some of my painted safety eyes just to switch it up. But when I first saw this pattern, I saw it with like eyes that looked similar to this too. Like, they weren't, I think they're stars, or they maybe like little X's, I don't know, but I'm like, I want to make it like that. That's what I want. So that's what I did. She's so cute. So I made this cute little sprite girl but she took me longer than I thought, and I wanted to be able to make a bunch of these in different skin colors and everything, and y'all know how I feel. If it's small like this, and it takes me a long time, it's just kind of like not worth it for me when it comes to selling, because I'm not going to be able to sell it for as much as I would if it was bigger. So yeah, I don't know, it's really cute. I just think that there's easier ways to go about some of the things in the pattern, so maybe I might adjust it and make more. I don't know, we'll see. She cute. It is approximately 11:32 a.m. and this is what I've gotten done so far. Whimsy folk leggies. So yeah, I'm gonna continue working on this, and we'll see how far I get today with this. Another, only looking in the mirror because I want to make sure I'm getting her all in, okay? I made another Whimsy folk. I gave her flowers and cute little green antennas. These eyes are by Mom Stitchetti, and I had some left over that I found, and yeah. It's just so cute. Like, I love these things. And it's just like endless what you can do with making them. It does not take me, I'm not gonna say it doesn't take me long. It took me a whole day to finish this, but it's only because I stopped and started, because I like it wasn't like continuous, because my daughter, you know, like I'd had to go pick her up, or like, you know, and then I hung out with my husband and her and ate dinner. So it wasn't like me sitting there, you know, for 12 hours doing it. But I do plan to make a couple more of her, him, whoever. I did show this pattern before. I finally finished it, but it's not fully finished. I have to make a little handkerchief thing for its neck, but this took me forever because I kept stopping and starting, and it just took me forever. But I finally finished it, and here we go. This is Ina. She's on Etsy, and this is her horse pattern. I feel like the colors that I made it are kind of like donkey colors, so I don't really know if people are gonna think it's a donkey or a horse, but you know, I don't know. Whatever. I feel like, I don't know, you guys let me know. Do you think this is a donkey looking like thing, or is it a horse? Like, should I say donkey or horse? I think I'm gonna say horse. I don't know, but I gave her a little bit of a curly mane and then curly tail, and yeah. I painted these eyes. Did I? Yes. These are eyes I painted, and I really wanted to make a second one of these and have it be like a unicorn in a bunch of different colors, which I still might. I just am gonna put it like last on my list to make sure I get everything else done. I keep bouncing back and forth. I'm like, oh, I want to make something big, and then, you know, because I want to get that out of the way and I like doing that, and then I'm like, oh well, I don't want to get burnt out, so I need to make all this small stuff, but then I get burnt out from that. So all in all, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I would really like to. And then she needs a little handkerchief here, or he or she, I don't know, whatever, it's a stuffed animal. So I need to make a handkerchief. Am I saying that? Handkerchief, bandana, You know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make that and then it'll be done. So yeah, of course I'm beating myself up thinking that like I didn't get a lot done this week. That's just who I am. I think that I could, like, I always set goals that are way too high, and it's just who I am. I can't set them lower, because if I set them lower and I achieve that, it does nothing for me. It just does nothing for me. I'm like, okay, but I can't just like trick, you know, my mind into being okay with achieving a lesser goal, and that's just something that I have to work on, or just who I am. I don't know. But I have a lot of stuff to make in the next month, because my first market for the holiday season is the first weekend of November. It is October 2nd today. Yeah, it's October 2nd. So a month from now, I think it's on the 4th or 3rd, is my first market. Then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later is the holiday market. So who knows how much I'm going to sell at the first market, but it's like I don't have like a big inventory, and how my mind works and what I have planned, I need to have a massive inventory. Like, I just have to. I am the type of person, I drew out what I want my booth to look like and what I want in each space. Like, that's the type of person I am. So I need to have that, you know? So I have a lot of work to do. And if I sell a bunch at my first market, well, you know, I'm gonna have to make up for it. But that's for a month from now. Right now I'm just gonna focus on the first market, and yeah. So also I can kind of go over in a different video, if anybody requests it and watches this and wants it, of just like, I didn't buy a spreadsheet. I have bought a spreadsheet in the past, but I just used Google Docs and I created my own little like goal and how much I'm gonna charge for everything and whatever. It's kind of like a market plan. If anybody wants to see that, I can make a video about that, and I can also in that video talk about and show like my layout of what I want my stuff to look like. I'm just crazy like that. It's just how I am. I've always been that way. And when I have a vision, that's it. Like, that's the vision. And I strive very hard to achieve that vision. Like that with party planning and just, you know, whatever. So, well, another week done. I'm about to go on a road trip. So maybe I can post something about that. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see y'all around, you know? So thank you for watching. I hope you saw something that you'd like to create. And I hope whatever you're creating right now as you are watching this, because you're likely crocheting, knitting, or crafting, or doing whatever, I hope you're having the time of your life, and I hope it is beautiful, and it will be. Regardless, it's gonna be beautiful. It's great because art is just beautiful, no matter what. So yeah, bye.